This is great. Yeah, happy May Day. Thanks everyone for being here, and to my friends and family. My story is called How We Met. We're in a lovely cocktail bar. The record player behind the bar is unspooling sultry Vietnamese pop, and the glossy emerald green tiled walls give just a hint of reflection of the liquor bottles. It's Saturday night, and we're sitting in a bar in Ho Chi Minh. I've flown halfway around the world to visit Evan, and until this moment, I've mostly spent long mornings lying on his couch, reading while he's at work, before I go out to lunch and read, and then look for a place to have pastry and coffee and read. It's my laziness combined with impulsiveness. 7 months ago, he came to Washington, D.C. for work, and I saw him briefly between his meetings and the interviews I was doing for a story that was due that day. Despite my deadline, I found time for Evan. Over coffee, he asked me to visit. Vietnam was never high on my list of places to visit. It was probably near the bottom, if I'm being honest. But he caught me off guard, and I said yes, and here we are. I lean into expensive promises. Evan leans into me, and his hand brushes my forearm. The couple at the end of the bar. I turn slightly and rest my hand on his shoulder. Yes. How did they meet? Evan and I have a game we play. It's called How Did They Meet? The woman is small, beguiling, and wearing a scarlet silk cocktail dress that shows off her smooth shoulders. Her shiny black hair glistens as she drapes herself on the man next to her. He is balding and rotund, and slightly red and sweaty from the heat. While friendly, he doesn't return her obvious affection. They don't work together, I guess. They do. They work at a bank. He's in finance. She's a teller. This seems plausible, but I like to stretch out the game. She's an architect. He's in construction. They met at an office party. They had shrimp. Evan turns from the couple to me, but who approached who? It's odd. She's so much more affectionate than he is. I take it he is also referring to their looks. She is stunning. He is not. I think, but don't say, that it's possible people play this game with me and Evan. I've always thought of him as more good-looking than I am. He's lanky and sinewy and muscular, has chestnut hair that's graying in a dignified way, and has a forearm tattoo that is large enough for you to notice. That's a beautiful cursive script, but small enough that you'd have to be close to him to read it. I'm short, and what men commonly refer to as curvy. My black hair is graying in thick streaks, in a way that prompts other women to say, they wish they were as brave as I am. Evan is what people think of as traditionally handsome. I'm the sort of person whose beauty might grow on you. Our story is fairly straightforward. We are at a welcoming reception for our graduate school program, and having left behind a miserable job in a city I hated, where I had friends I was fairly certain I wouldn't stay in touch with, I was eager to reinvent myself as someone popular, to try something different. Evan had the easy air of popularity around him, and a sly shimmer to his laugh that I noticed when I walked in the room. I spent the entire evening trying to talk to him and getting interrupted every time I tried to approach him.
Thank you all for coming. As you can see, you're going to need to buy the book now to get the rest of those stories and so many more. Right. Take a minute to stack your chairs against something.